Okay. Hope you're seeing my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, as discussed yesterday, we will be uh, discussing on the Material Master.
Mm.
It's very, very important. Oh, we have not created a SFG one. Strange.
No. SFG1. FSFG1 is what we have created.
Okay.
You said SFG1 would be there, so
Right.
it's F.
Oh, okay. Good. Okay. Yeah. So, coming to, the MRP.
Hmm.
MRP1 and MRP2 are more about the procurement.
Yes.
You see more fields on procurement, lot size,
Hmm.
that kind of details.
Hmm.
MRP 3 and 4, it is more into the production details.
Okay.
So let's say this is an FG. So
Hmm.
what details here we have?
Hmm.
Base unit.
Sure.
Yeah, that is common. MRP group.
Okay.
So usually MRP group, you
Hmm.
can group materials by, planner.
Hmm. Hmm.
Let's say one. I mean, there are some hundred thousands or 300 of materials, like 1
Okay.
lakh, 2 lakh, 10 lakh materials. So one person cannot look or take care of all the materials. There will be multiple planners,
Hmm.
right? So we can group the materials.
Okay. So how is it different from material group then?
This is MRP group. That material group, we are grouping materials
Mm-hmm.
based on it's completely business. Okay. So material group is nothing but a similar kind of materials are grouped together.
Okay.
Okay? MRP group is the planner who take cares. Let's say you have milk product. Let's say you have ghee product, milk type 1, 2, 3, ghee type 1, 2, 3. Okay. There are three different plants or three different sections in a plant. So when you create a material, you will create 1A, 2A, 3A, which are milk, three types. But when once it enters into the factory, the there are three different, let's say three different sections or different buildings in one plant. Okay.
Okay.
So three buildings got three planners. So
Hmm.
one A,
Hmm.
and what did I say? What is the okay?
Three
One,
buildings in one plant.
yeah, three, no. 1A, 2A, 3A is the milk, and 1B, 2B, 3B is ghee. So 1A, 1B will go into one building, manufacturing. That will be
Hmm.
taken care by one person. So 2A, 2B, second type of milk and second type of ghee will go to another building where there is different manufacturing process,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you receive the products, the material group, milk, all the milk will be one material group. But planning, there will be three buildings and three different persons. Okay. So
Yeah.
that person, building one person, will only, plan 1A and 1B
Okay.
because he is taking care of that process and he wants only 1A and 1B product. He doesn't care about
Got
the
it.
other product, right?
Okay.
We see what is the stock, how much lot, I mean, when the next lot will come, when the production is there, when they will use this. So it's all material requirement planning, which means how he's planning the material. He'll not plan 1A, I mean, he'll not plan 2A, 2B or 3A, 3B, right?
Okay.
Did you get, is it clear or do you still,
No, it is clear. Yeah, it is
okay.
clear.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
difference between material group and MRP group you're saying,
Okay.
right?
Right, right.
My voice is okay?
Very clear, very clear. No problem.
Oh, actually, I'm getting these messages like voice quality is poor, like that.
No, don't worry. It's very, very, very clear.
Okay.
Yeah. So, purchasing group, we don't need ABC indicator, it's just for reporting purpose, right? So you can already, ABC indicators are created. You know, so we don't need to stress much about ABC indicator, just for the reporting purpose.
What is it exactly? Like medium significance, low significance? Okay, I understand. Like
Yeah.
direct materials.
How
Huh.
important is that? Okay. If you want to fetch a report, now currently SAP standard has given three, three indicators, but you want a different one. You can create, customize your own. Okay. When you take a report, you have, let's say, 1 lakh materials, and you want to, uh, you know, you want to pull a list of all high important materials for production.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you can, if you want to see the stock of all the materials which are high important, then you
Yeah.
can.
So high important means like suppose we are making milkshake. Okay. So suppose mango milkshake we are making. So mango and milk are the two important products. I mean components, right? Like that, or how is it?
It's all depends on business,
Mm-hmm.
how they divide. So
Mm-hmm.
you can say that we have a field called ABC indicator.
Okay.
ABC indicator is nothing but we can, standard SAP has given three, uh, options. We can customize more. Okay. This is just to have a, it is just for reporting purpose. We have high significant, low significant, medium significant, given. You can assign this to a material. It's not mandatory. But
Okay.
if you want to pull a list of materials which are more important or which are high cost, it can be
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
This is purely for a reporting purpose. This is how you need to tell.
Okay. Reporting purpose.
Questions like, I mean, you already mentioned that this is not mandatory. If they want, they will use. They will ask you questions like, okay, we have, if the material is very important, precious one, we don't want to waste the stock. So what can we? Then how you need to ask them like how many materials are there in that category. If they say one or two, then for one or two we it's not required to put ABC indicator. If there are more, in hundreds or thousands, then you can use ABC indicator, where you can fetch a report and see how many, you will get a report of how many materials are there with high significance. So you can pass all the materials and see what is the stock, and you will have the set of materials. You pass it to, the production order report and see how many production orders are going on. So it's only for the reporting purpose. So that's how
Yeah.
you need to convince the, I mean, that's how you need to, explain the business.
Okay.
Yeah. So material status.
Hmm.
So material status, so this is all someone have changed. Okay. So here we will have material status as, if the material is obsolete or if it has to be excluded for MRP, you will have that option. Okay.
Okay.
Material is created, but, you know, if we select obsolete, then what will happen? That material will not be considered in MRP run.
MRP run. Okay. Hmm.
So this
Oh,
has some importance, right? Unlike the ABC indicator, this got some importance. So these type of fields you need to focus much.
okay.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
because this is affecting some transactional data. When I say
Mm-hmm.
ABC indicator, that is just a report. I mean, it is just for reporting purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
when
the
I
COIS is only for reports or like.
Sorry, COOIS?
The transaction code
Yes,
COOIS
it is
is
for
for
the
reports only.
right, right.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you have COOIS and you have COOIS PI for process orders. So it's for reporting purpose only.
Okay. COIS PI.
Yeah, for process orders. COOIS, you will get only production orders.
Oh, okay, okay.
If you put PI and ending, you will get the process orders.
Okay, got it.
So when I say reporting purpose, it will not affect any transaction. Now you have COHV, COHVPI, which
Hmm.
is a report, and then there is some transactional event can be happened. So that is important. Okay.
Confirmation. What is COHV is for confirmation, right? Or
You can mass take or you can mass close. Okay. Yeah.
sorry, what is it?
You can mass take off the orders, mass close the orders.
Ah, mass tech. Okay, okay. Techo. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So when I say report, you cannot there is no effect on transactional data. But when I say it has some importance and it will affect the transactional data, then you need to you can make a note of it, or you can later check other things. Yeah. So what is valid from? It's very simple. Now I've created a material, but this material valid from is if I maintain 1st of July, then from that day only this material will be included in the MRP run.
Correct.
Usually no one uses it. Okay. So no
Hmm.
problem. Okay. We will discuss this in detail today. Okay. Now,
Yeah. Okay.
so very, very important field.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very important. Okay. Hope no one has changed. Okay. Very good. Yeah. So what is this MRP type? This plays a major role in your production activity. So what is the major role it plays? There is a material created, and if I say ND, it's a
No planning.
no planning.
Hmm.
Okay, so it will not plan that particular material in MRP. So what is MRP? First, we
Hmm.
will say what is MRP. MRP is materials requirement planning. The
Hmm.
name itself suggests that
Hmm.
what all the materials required will be planned. Okay, which means I have a demand. Okay, let's say I am a manufacturer of car, or paint, or some pharmaceutical company. So if I say I'm a manufacturer of a pharmaceutical company, that means I have a finished product. Okay, let's take a liquid crocin syrup. So
Mm-hmm.
this this crocin syrup got 30 ingredients in it.
Yeah.
So what is my demand for next month production in the month of July? Because June it's already running. So in the month of July, I want a 10,000 bottles of crocin.
Hmm.
That's my demand. Okay, let's forget from where it is coming from. That's a separate story. Okay, but I got a demand of 10,000.
Correct.
Good. So I have 30 components plus packaging materials. So for
Yes.
this 30 products to prepare crocin of 10,000 bottles, I require some 1 lakh kg of crocin.
Correct.
So for 1 lakh kg of crocin, each component quantity varies. One quantity require 3 lakh liters. One quantity is 100 kg. So out of this 30 components, I have different weights. Okay.
Wow.
So in the month of August, I need 20,000 bottles. Again, the components required is getting changed, right? So if you say my planning is ND, then you need to manually see how many products are there, how many are required, how many should I procure, right? So component, you got one component, you got 3 lakh kg, but you have already 1 lakh 56 kg. So remaining 1 lakh 44 kg. So all these calculations you need to sit, take a calculator, write down in Excel, and you know uh, put the PO. Instead of that, you can go with ND. All this you can go with PD. All this calculation will be done by the MRP. So someone has changed it. Okay, I'll tell you. ND is no planning. PD is MRP planning. Simple MRP planning. Okay, it will see how many uh, orders are there, how much
Okay.
stock is available, how much you need to produce, and to produce, how many components are required, and what is the stock.
Basically, bomb explosion happens at the time of MRP.
Correct. It will see how much is available,
Right
how
time,
much
right material at the right time.
right, how much shortfall. Okay. If there is less quantity, it will generate a purchase requisition, and
Mm.
it will generate the purchase requisition
Mm.
requirement day, which is the production, as per the production schedule. Okay.
Mm.
So
It will generate planned orders, right? Like
okay, it will
uh,
generate planned orders for the produced materials. It will generate purchase requisition for the procured materials
okay.
as per the requirement. So we have June, July, August uh, forecast. So how much is required for June? It will place an order. It will place a purchase requisition for June. Then it checks the July month. Then what is the shortfall? It will you know uh, for that dates, it will create one more purchase requisition for the components and
Mhm.
plant order for the for the produced products. So this is the simple. It looks simple, but it is very, 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 very complex program uh, generated by SAP, and it's really helpful for the planning. Okay.
Okay.
So MRP run is, you know, it has to, it will work perfect unless until we screw it up.
Mm.
Now, if the requirement is on 21st of June, you need
Mm.
all the components by 20.
Mm.
System will plan in such a way that you receive everything on 20.
Okay.
If there is any human error, we don't, uh, you know, we can't say anything. Okay. So human error in the sense, let's say if the component is transported by a vehicle and vehicle got damaged for 1 week, in that case MRP cannot do anything, but it will plan in such a way that everything as per the time is scheduled, and the production will start as per schedule. So that's how MRP will plan if you use PD. Now
Okay.
other thing is XO. Okay,
Mm.
I'm not going one by one. Okay,
Okay.
because someone has changed it, but yeah, let's see. So what is XO? XO is if you don't want MRP to calculate everything, but APO system to calculate. Okay.
Okay.
The planning is done in the APO system, not in the MRP system. Then you need to put XO for the material. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So APO, Advanced Planning Optimization, is a complete, a module dedicated to planning.
With S4 also, APO is there, or how is it like
Yeah.
IBP is also there,
In
no?
S4, uh, we have IBP
Mm-hmm.
uh, and PPDS. I mean, initially PPDS was a part of APO.
Yeah.
Now APO is transferred, and it is uh, into S normal S4, and IVP is a separate component again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So SMP, DP, GATP are part of IBP, and PPDS was kicked out of it, and it was you know now primarily without IBP you can have PPDS, um, but it's not at this point of time for you know for you. Maybe
Hmm.
you can once you gain some experience, once you complete some end-to-end projects, implementations, then you can start PPDS. Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know, it's my company or what. There is no proper PP only. So like as I told you, because MES is used most of the times. PP role is actually sidelined. They are just tracking the manufacturing using production orders, which are mostly created manually. So there is no planning or nothing like execution part is only there. Production order execution side. Mm.
Yeah.
That is my experience. I'm not
No, no,
sure.
no problem. Don't think about today. Learn, then this will be useful in your lifetime, right? If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do PPDS later also,
Mm.
not now, couple of years later,
Mm-hmm.
you'll sustain in the market. It's all about sustaining. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. So XO is for APO materials. Then you have the okay. You see here MPS.
Mm.
MPS is
Production schedule.
yeah.
Also.
So MPS materials, there is a separate MPS run. Okay.
Mm.
Those materials are not included in your MRP run.
Mm.
Special materials, you don't want to include that in your MRP, then you need to, put the material as, MPS run. Usually you won't use this. Um, yeah. So special materials, MPS. Then you have mm, manual reorder point, automatic reorder point.
Correct.
Okay. So what is automatic reorder point? First, let's discuss about automatic reorder point. So
Mm.
usually automatic reorder point will be given to raw materials, you know,
Mm.
which means now let's say I have selected automatic reorder point. Okay.
Mm.
When I press enter the forecast data for new market. Oh, okay. What it said?
Enter forecast data. Get you. Okay.
Oh,
No.
sorry. It's not. It's VV is
It's
forecast.
VV. It's V2, I think.
V.
V2. V2. Automatic reorder point, right?
Okay, someone has actually messed this. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's what
No,
I'm
not
saying. Someone.
enter the forecast data. Okay,
Yeah,
somebody has. But these
yeah.
are all cautions. It's not
It's
error
okay,
message.
but you will not get that in your real system. Someone was
Yeah.
okay. So reorder point.
Hmm.
I give my reorder as 500.
Okay.
Okay. Now, and I'll say my lot size is
Hmm. H1. Dot. No, not H1. Is it H1? Lot sizing procedure should be H1 only. Lot quantity. Can you do an F4 again for that lot sizing procedure? I have worked on this reorder point planning.
no, someone has changed it. Okay, don't worry.
Okay.
you know what I'm saying here. Let's say this is a raw material. Okay. So I
Okay.
use reorder point.
Hmm.
Okay. I say that, okay, if my stock falls below 500, you
Hmm.
just place an order for 10,000.
Correct.
So system will go, and if the stock falls below 500 in particular day, you know, when MRP runs, it creates a purchase requisition to fulfill the maximum stock of 10,000. So it will now, in this case, let's say I have a 500 stock. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now system will generate a purchase requisition for 9,500. If I have a stock of 100, then system will generate a purchase requisition during the MRP for 9,900 and yeah, 9,900.
900 now. Hmm.
Okay, so that is how reorder point works, automatic reorder point. So usually you'll use only PD, automatic reorder, and forecast. Nobody are using it. As for HANA, never, they will not use the forecast based planning. Okay, it is actually very, very, very complex. So no one will use forecast based planning
Okay.
because we have some alpha, beta, gamma calculations. And if you take everything to the client and say, okay, this is alpha, beta, gamma, then they will throw SAP out. Okay. So even for consultant level, sometimes we'll face issues like, okay, why we got this corrective factor. So I'll just show you. Okay.